2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. This is Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And joining us courtside, reporter David Aldridge. So let's take a look at the starters for Albuquerque. They've got Dennis Rodman. Rafer Alston is out there with Drexler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Williams at the small forward. And for New York, they've got Abdul-Jabbar. And it's Shays in at the 4 slot. And it's the Knicks to start us off. Here's Kuzma. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Williams gets the bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Shays, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here is Alston. Rodman sets the screen for Drexler. Rodman in the post, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Here's Kuzma. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Pass to Mashburn. Here's Kuzma. New York moving the ball around. Here's Mashburn. 4 on the shot clock. Shays. And the 3 off target.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Williams throws it down.
And what can't Adebayo do? I mean, gets the tough rebounds, scores the tough baskets, and then makes the right pass.
Outside Mullen. Pass to Mashburn. Mullen up top. Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on Drexler. Mullen's shot is off. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Drexler drives in and finished off by Drexler.
A high flyer, yet it's seemingly effortless in terms of how he just swoops in to the basket. Clyde the glide in full effect.
The shot's good from Mullen.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
Pass to Kuzi. And here is Mullen. Launches it. Again, Mullen missing. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Drexler. Rodman sets a screen. Williams with a clean look. Buries it from 3-point range. Williams has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Albuquerque. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Sanders checked in for New York. Here's Kuzma. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch-and-shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
And Mullen with the slam.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Pass to Sanders. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The Knicks shooting their first free throws of this team.
Chris Mullen at the line. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. The Knicks making a switch here. Ellie's checked in. And Mullen drops them both.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
In the corner, it's Rodman. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the free throw, no good.
And as a free throw shooter, Rodman has his challenges. One of those guys who almost shoots a better percentage from the field.
Here's Kuzma. Nothing on the board. Right side, Mullen. 6 on the shot clock. From the arc. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Drexler throws it down.
How about the explosive vertical there? Not much you can do to stop Drexler once he gets to the rim.
New York trails by 7. Here's Kuzma. Here's Mullen. Rebound by Albuquerque. Adebayo's got his 6th rebound on the night. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Clyde Drexler at the line. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Drexler. And so here is New York. They trail by 9 points. Pass to Haywood. Here's Archibald. Inside. Sanders passes to Mashburn. To the middle. Here's Archibald. Off on the layup. And so it's Jalen Williams making things happen for Albuquerque. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what stands out to you from Albuquerque in this one so far?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
Albuquerque leading by 9. Noah is out there with Sanders. And it's Guerin in at the shooting guard position. They're the group New York will start the second with. Here's Nader. Out to Miller. It's intercepted. To the right side. And that one's good. Guerin. Guerin's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for New York.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Smith on the wing. There's the screen. Pass to Nader. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Caruso. It's rebounded by New York.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
Trains the three-pointer. Guerin's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for New York.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Here's Miller. Guerin grabs the miss. New York trails by 3. Archibald passes to Guerin. No good. That would have tied it. With the drive, he lobs it up. Caruso kicks to Miller. And too long on the shot. Here's Archibald. Still yet to score. Here's Mashburn. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Mike Miller.
Yeah, and Mashburn, really one of the more versatile guys at that forward position. He can score, rebound, and pass all at a high level.
Both good from the line that time. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to talk to his guys.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and Coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
White, he's checked in for Albuquerque. There's the triple. Shays can't hit. It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential. They put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution.
Miller outside. Here's the three. Shays with the rebound. New York trailing. Here's Mashburn. Bangs home the trifecta. Mashburn's got 5.
And you have to be cognizant of Mashburn's long-range shooting ability. This guy is really accurate from out there.
Out to Smith. There's the pick. Lets the 3 fly. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And with that three-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by New York?
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And that one is good. And the Knicks lead by 1.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Outside, White. Fires for 3. And again, Albuquerque with the triple.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. All new players now for Albuquerque. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And here's the fast break. Adebayo leading the way. Got that bucket in no time at all. And now a 5-point Albuquerque lead.
And what a dime from Bam. He's really skilled at looking for and finding his teammate.
Pass to Shays. Now Haywood. Clock at 6. Here's Mullen. Rebound by Albuquerque. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And it's blocked. And he keeps control of the ball. Here's Kuzic. He's covered by Alston. Pass to Shays. Haywood with the screen on Adebayo. The shot's good from Shays.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
The kick out to Williams. There's 31 seconds left in the second quarter. Rodman. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And Albuquerque leads by 4.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. 12 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Kuzi. The shot. Off target with the open look. He gets it up. No good on the shot. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Albuquerque out in front, leading by 4. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot from line. They're measuring up the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One of the stories here, Jalen Williams getting it done today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And so in the game for Albuquerque, Alex Caruso out there with Drexler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Jalen Williams. And it's Rodman in at the power forward position. Out left of the wing. Here's Mashburn. He's guarded by Williams. Mullins' shot is off. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for Albuquerque. 4-point game. Rodman finds Caruso. Lets it fly. It's rebounded by New York. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. The Knicks shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And Kuzi, just an all-around talent, superb passer who also rebounds well at his position. And guess what, folks? He can also score with the best of them.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. To the paint, here's Kuzi. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
A three from Drexler. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Shays has got 4 rebounds in this game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Dennis Rodman. That's foul number 2 for him. Boozer, he's checked in for Rodman.
Onto the floor for the away team. Number 1.
Here's Kuzi, defended by Caruso. Mullen passes to Kuzi. Back to Mullen. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Some changes for Albuquerque. Nader's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And it's White in for Alex Caruso. Here's Drexler, and he uses the glass on the layup. Drexler's got 11 points. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Here's Kuzi, light covering. Here's Shays. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Drexler. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And now it's a 3-point Albuquerque lead. Drexler's gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 60%. Kuzi passes to Abdul-Jabbar. It's rebounded by Nader. Nader's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Williams. Pass to Nader. Banked in off the glass.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
On the wing, Mullen. Here's Mashburn. He's got 5. Shades. And the Knicks miss again. Williams in the post. Pass to Nader. Good ball movement here by Albuquerque. Boozer a screen on Mullen. 4 on the clock. Williams for 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Stolen by Boozer. Now here's Williams. He's guarded closely. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Oh, that's offensive interference. Sanders checked in for the Knicks.
Coming onto the floor for your host.
New York trails by 5.
Number 16, Tom Sanders.
Here's Kuzi. Abdul-Jabbar looking over the floor. Pass to Sanders. On the wing, Mullen. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Drexler. Williams finds White. The kick out to Boozer. Offensive rebound. Now here's Drexler. Outside Boozer. Hits it from three-point range. Boozer's got his first 3 points of the game.
I love the aggressive approach right there. Boozer is impressive off the catch.
Outside Mullen. Pass to Mashburn. To end the cold streak, Carlos Boozer pulls it in. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. White, left side. Screened by Boozer. Outside, White. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Mashburn, the pass to Kuzi. For the 3. Good on the triple. Kuzi's got 6. It'll count. No good on that one. And we've reached the end of the third. Albuquerque leads by 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. New York trails by 5. They've got Ellis. Noah is out there with Mullen, and it's Archibald in at the 1. That's the 5 for New York right now. Rebound by Albuquerque. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Miller kicks to Alston. Jacks up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Alston's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Albuquerque. Here's Archibald. He's covered by Alston. To the inside. Nifty move. Noah's shot is off. Albuquerque leading by 8. Here's Randall. Plays it up off the glass.
You know, they like Randall to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Sanders checked in for the Knicks. Jerome comes in for Ellie. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. We don't have to make up the deficit all at once. Let's see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Alston. And again, Albuquerque with a triple.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Here's Shays. He's guarded by Adebayo. Shays the pass to Sanders. Got a piece of it. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Alston. Rodman sets a screen. Three-pointer. Alston can't get it to go. New York trails by 13. Sanders passes to Shays to halt the run, and Sanders lays it in. Sanders has got his first bucket in this one.
And he has to build on this because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten him so far.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Some changes for Albuquerque. McAdoo is checked in for Rodman. Jalen Williams comes in for Julius Randle. Clyde Drexler has subbed in for Miller. Shays the pass to Mullen. Some nice passing by New York here. Pass to Kuzi. And the layup is good. Kuzi's got it back down to within single digits for New York.
I tell you, Kuzi is pretty crafty down there on the block. Has that sense of how to score in traffic.
Alston with the ball. Shoots the three. Sinks the three-pointer. Alston's got 9 points now in the quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Albuquerque leading by 12. And Williams, here we go. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Albuquerque.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And all game long, they worked the ball inside. It's really worked well for them offensively.
And Albuquerque making a change here. Rodman's checked in. 1:19 left in the game. Now Alston. Pass to Adebayo. Outside Williams. Just 4 to shoot. Launches a three. Here's Alston. From deep, Rodman hits the three-point bomb. Rodman's got the lead up to 13 now for Albuquerque.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Releases. New York, no good that time either. And Albuquerque with the possession. They're on a 14-6 run. And the dunk by Drexler.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
And it's blocked. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And here's Rodman outside. The rebound by Mullen.
Awaiting foul. Right for Alston. First personal foul. Third team foul.
And the first one drops.
Chris Mullen at the line. 2 shots.
And Mullen drops them both. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
And Drexler throws it down hard.
And how about the offensive explosion here by Clyde Drexler? Has really developed his skill set No one's been able to match up with him all night.
And so Albuquerque takes the win. And in the win, a comfortable win.